What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. Today's video is going to be a haul, just a chill, old-fashioned, relaxed little show and tell. I want to show you all what I got in the Beautylish Gift Card Event, and then I also want to show you some of the new brush sets that I've been getting. Some of them have been gifted to me, some of them I bought myself. So if you guys are interested in seeing some of the things that I picked up recently, then keep watching. If this happens to be your first time here, then welcome. My name is Sophia, and this is my channel where we talk about all things beauty and luxury. Every single week I upload new content and all the newest luxury beauty releases. So if you love makeup, if you love fude, if you love makeup brushes, Sephora brands, luxury brands, then you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button to join our fam, and you can also click that notification button to hear about every time I upload a new video. You guys know the drill. Give your girl here a thumbs up if you would like to support my channel, and then I will also link everything that I mentioned in this video in that description box down below. If you guys have any questions about any of the products that I talk about in this video, especially the brushes, if you have any recommendations for videos or reviews that you want to see with these products, just hit me up in the comments down below. I'm happy to answer any of your questions. So let's get into it. I didn't pick up a ton of things in the Beautylish Gift Card Event, but I did pick up some goodies. So I want to show you guys what I got. When it comes to these sales, I have a lot of recommendations for you all, but because I buy everything as soon as it launches, it doesn't leave a lot of things for me to just buy when the sale comes along. But I always have a couple of brands that I really like to shop from in the Beautylish sale. So I'm just opening this little box that I have down below. The first thing that I picked up, I feel like this is a little bit boring, but it's exciting to me. This is from Tom Ford. This is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Contour Duo. One of you reached out to me maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and you pointed out that Tom Ford relaunched these, and some of the darker shades have a slightly different highlight color. So I picked up the shade 1.0. This is what it looks like, and I don't know if you guys can tell. The contour shade looks exactly the same, but the highlight shade has a little bit more of a shimmer. I don't know if we can swatch that there. You can kind of see it's more of a champagne as opposed to a clear. Comment down below if you know what's up with this. I actually finished up this shade, and this is one of my favorite contouring products. So I was planning on picking up another one sooner rather than later. So I said, you know what, let me just pick it up in the Beautylish Gift Card Event. I noticed that this shade was out of stock on Sephora at the time, and I was afraid that it was gonna keep being out of stock by the time the Sephora sale came around. So I just picked it up. So I wanted to replenish this. Already finished up the other one, but yeah, I was also pretty curious whether or not they like changed up the tone, so I will have to report back. But if you guys know anything about this, comment down below. Okay, so what was up with Viseart blindsiding me with these two new adorable petite pros? I'm actually wearing their new Le Marais palette on my eyes today. I've just been filming some demos. Actually, let me show you that first. I picked this up from Beautylish before the sale launched. So this is the new palette that they launched. This is the Le Marais palette. I'm planning on doing some sort of review for you guys. Let me know what you would like to see if you want to get ready with me. I'm filming some demos. But then in the sale, when I went to shop the Beautylish Gift Card Event, they had launched these. These were in the new category, and I was not expecting that. So of course I bought both of them. Viseart is one of my favorite eyeshadow brands, if you don't know. I feel like I don't have that many Viseart reviews because they're pretty specific about when they launch new products. They don't launch a million things every single month. They launch like a couple of new things a year. So when they actually do come out with something, I'm pretty excited. So let me show you these new palettes. The first one is the London Etoile. If you guys aren't familiar, last year they launched the Paris Etoile, and then now here we have the London Etoile. So here, sorry if I'm pronouncing that poorly, I really apologize. This is the front of the palette, and then this is the back. So we have this cute little London skyline. It's just like the Paris palette. We have a satisfying like mirror thing. And this is what the palette looks like. It's definitely more of a deeper color story, but this is giving me life. I haven't read too much into these palettes, but I know that the Paris Etoile, it was inspired by the nightlife of Paris. So it is kind of a deeper, smokier palette. So that's kind of what I'm assuming from this as well. This looks like a really beautiful fall palette because not only do you have a nice mix of purples here, but you can juxtapose that with these golds and neutrals, and then you have a really cool mossy green. So I'll have to film a review with this, maybe do some comparisons to help you guys decide, you know, do you want the Paris? Do you want the London? And then, of course, I said I got the other one. This is the San Francisco Etoiles. Let me show you what this one looks like. Front of the palette, very similar to the other one I just showed you. You have the San Francisco skyline right there. Wow, satisfying mirror swipe. And this is what the San Francisco one looks like. So if you cover up this shade and this shade, you get a pretty neutral palette. This shade actually looks really beautiful. It's kind of like a silvery, taupey pewter sort of color, but then we're getting this really cool teal and this cool orange as well. I think what Viseart does really well is coming up with palettes that are fairly approachable. A lot of them are neutrals with pops of color, which is why they work really well for me. Those tend to be the palettes that I gravitate towards the most because sometimes I just want a little neutral look. You can create a nice little neutral look with that. This little quad right here, that's all the basics that you need. And then if you want to deepen things up or maybe add a little pop of color, you can dip into these shades right here. So I would love to know your thoughts on these. Are you guys interested in these? Do you want to see some comparisons? Should I do a review of like all three of these new palettes? Should I separate them out? This is your chance to let me know what you want. Maybe I'll put some polls up on my Instagram. So follow me over there if you don't already. But those are the two palettes that I picked up from Viseart. I should also mention, because I purchased those products from Tom Ford and Viseart, I also got a free Viseart eyeshadow base. A lot of these brands, they do free gifts during the Beautylish Gift Card Event. And then I also got the cutest little Tom Ford lipstick you ever did see, and this is in the shade Casa Blanca. In fact, I might put, I'm not wearing anything on my lips right now, just like a little bit of lip balm. So maybe we can, I don't have a lot of Tom Ford lipsticks. I love the smell of these. Does anybody love the smell of a fresh lipstick, especially one that has kind of like a slight vanilla scent? This is almost just one shade darker, maybe a little bit peachier than my natural skin tone. So that's Casa Blanca. You get these cute little free minis, so that's always a good time. I also have a couple of things here from Sonia G. So specifically in the gift card event, I picked up one of the microfiber towels. These were actually on sale. They were like a couple dollars off. Somebody pointed it out. Someone on Instagram pointed it out to me, and I needed to pick one of these up because look how cute this is. Look at the little bunnies. Look at the little rabbits. They are so cute. Typically, I'll show you right here. I have it right here on my desk. I'll use like these little makeup erasers, or I have like cheaper microfiber towels, but these are really special just because I think the design is so cute. This will probably be something that I'll use it, but I'll kind of also put it on display as well where I store my brushes. I'm pretty sure you can just wash this. It says that it is 100% cotton on one side, and then you get polyester and nylon on the other. These are really great for removing product off of your brushes, and it's also going to prevent the growth of bacteria. So you just see I have a dirty Sonia G brush right here. You can just kind of gently rub the color off. Not only does it remove some of the pigment so that you can maybe dip into another color, but it also extends the life of the brush in between washes, because you don't want to wash your brushes every single day. If you have these types of like the fude style of brushes with the natural hairs, you don't want to be too harsh with them. So this really allows you to gently clean them in between your soap and water washes. The other thing that I purchased from Sonia G in the gift card event is a new brush. This is the Buffer Pro, and I actually haven't opened it yet. This is a true unboxing. Like, I haven't really taken a look at any of this stuff yet. So this is what it looks like. This is before I've washed it, obviously, and I'm sure it will splay out just a little bit more. And the reason that I bought this is because I just love that smooth buffer so much. You guys have seen that in all of my recommendations videos, that I really wanted to try this version. I will show you, I have it right here. This is the smooth buffer, and this is well loved. This has been washed, it has been used, so keep in mind it's fanned out a little bit, but the Buffer Pro is a little bit longer than the Smooth Buffer. And then you can see right here, it's probably gonna splay out a little bit more as well because the bristles are a bit longer. But I love using the Smooth Buffer for blush, for finishing powders. If you have any of like the Guerlain Meteorites, this is the perfect brush for that. It's really good if you have overly pigmented blush that you need to be kind of careful with. If you have, especially if you have pale skin, if you have any kind of blush or highlight that you want to buff it into the skin to make it look more natural, this is a good brush for that. And so I really wanted to see how this would kind of change the game as well. I think this would be even better for like highlighters and those Guerlain meteorites because it's a little bit wispier. I think that this one, it's gonna do a little bit more work because it has those shorter bristles, whereas this, I think it'll sort of glide across the skin a little bit more. Honestly, even if they perform exactly the same, I'd be totally happy with that because I was sort of considering getting a second one of these, but then I decided to switch it up and get this. So I'm very excited for this. If any of you guys have this brush, comment down below, let me know, what do you like to use this for? And if you have both of these, what do you think the differences are? So that is everything that I picked up in the Beautylish gift card event. Like I said, not that much, but it was still like $250 worth of stuff. These luxury products are no joke. The next things that I want to show you in this haul are actually some brushes that were gifted to me. And I'm kind of speechless, guys, because Sonia G sent these to me. Yeah, Sonia G sent these to me. Apparently she follows my channel. One of you guys pointed out how much you love my videos. She reached out to me. She thanked me for the reviews I've done. She told me she liked my content and she asked if there was something that she could send me as a gift, and this is what she sent me. So I wanted to share this with you guys. I'm honestly, like, when I saw this come in the mail, I was kind of speechless. She did reach out to me on Instagram. She was incredibly sweet, and I'm blushing right now. I'm kind of sweating a little bit because I'm nervous to show this because I'm so excited. So the first thing that she sent me, this is a true unboxing, have not unboxed these, is her Pro eye set. So we have 5 different brushes within this set. And I would say out of all of the brushes that I'm gonna show you here today, this is probably the most basic. If you guys are looking for a really good brush set to buy over the holidays, if you don't already have Sonia G brushes, this is probably like my #1 recommendation. I would love to hear from you all. Do you want me to do a review on this brush set, give you guys a breakdown? That's part of the reasons why I asked for this. I do have a couple of these brushes, but not all of these brushes. So I'd love the opportunity to maybe do a review of this. But yeah, this is kind of like my #1 rec for anybody who wants a really, really good luxury fude natural hair brush set. The other set that Sonia sent me is the Sky Eye set. I know a lot of you are huge fans of this. They unfortunately are out of stock with the mini booster, which is the one that's missing from this set, but I already have the mini booster, so now I have this beautiful full set. So now I have the full Sky set and the full Pro Eye set to kind of compare and review for you all. If you guys want a video comparing each of these or maybe going more in depth about how I use each of the brushes, because you can buy these individually, comment down below and let me know what you would like to see. I would say the biggest difference between these is that I think the Pro Eye set, it's a little bit more standard. I think that you can use these brushes to do most of the looks that I do on my channel. Whereas I think with the Sky Eye set, you know, a lot of people say this is better if you have smaller eyes, if you have hooded eyes. A lot of these are better for kind of detail work. So if you already have a good standard brush set, a lot of times the Sky Eye set, it's a good way to kind of take your artistry up a notch. If you're looking to do a little bit more detail work or maybe just kind of branch out from like a brush and tools perspective. So I'm absolutely speechless. Thank you so much, Sonia G, for sending these to me. And just as importantly, thank you to all of you for supporting my channel. Without, you know, you guys watching my videos, tagging me on Instagram, thumbsing up my videos, and just all of your messages, etc., all of your support, I would never receive any of these things. No one would notice me at all. I'm coming up on almost a year anniversary next month for my channel. So kind of just like reminiscing and looking at, you know, how far I've come here in this community. So I also wanted to just take this time while I'm unboxing these with you to say a big thank you to you guys as well. Lastly, from Sonia G, I have a set that I purchased myself. I purchased this before the Beautylish gift card event went live. I never know when these things are coming up. This is the Sonia G Fusion Eye Set. You knew I was buying this set because I love the Sonia G Fusion Face Set. Some of my favorite brushes for contours, cream blushes, concealers, like detail work, blending out any kind of cream or liquid products, that's what these brushes are for. The bristles are a mixture of different types of fibers to really accommodate cream and liquid products. You can use them for powders as well, but the cream and liquid products is really where these shine. So Sonia G first launched the face set, and then now she has launched the eye set. I've just been testing these out for a little bit. I do want to test these out for a little bit more before I do a review. I did read her blog post to kind of get a sense of what each of these are for. And I would recommend these for somebody who, once again, you already have a brush set for powder products that you're already really happy with, but maybe you need something for creams, maybe you need something for more detailed concealer work, maybe you just want to take your brush collection up a notch. This is going to help you do that because you're going to have that brush for every single type of formula. So that's what I have to say about this so far. I'd love to hear from you all if you want dedicated reviews on each of these Sonia G sets. Do you want a big comparison video? Tell me what you want because these are a lot of brushes and I have more to show you in just a second. I also received the new BK Beauty set. So a lot of you know I also love BK Beauty. This is my go-to for synthetic fiber brushes. If you are not into natural hair or you just want some really good, super soft synthetic brushes, very easy to wash, really good workhorse brushes, BK Beauty is a really great brand to check out. I actually have a coupon code and I will put that down below if you guys want to pick up anything from their site. But they launched a ton of new brushes. Right now, these are available just as a set, but I know that later on they are going to be sold as singles. I'll put all of those details down below and I'll also link over to Lisa J's video where she kind of talks about each of these brushes. I wanted to show you guys the 3 brushes that I'm the most excited about. They all look really good, but we're not going to go through every single brush on this video. The first one that I wanted to show you is this one. This is the 109 and this is very similar to, I believe it's called the 101, the little bunny foot brush, the one that is shaped like a little bunny paw, and they essentially scaled it down. And you guys know I love this type of shape. If you watched my recent Sephora recommendations video, you will know I had a Sephora brush just like this that I use for concealer. And this is a little bit fluffier and softer, and it is a little bit better quality, I will say that as well. So this is perfect for a couple different things. I'm gonna be using this for concealer. It is a little big. This is kind of like your quick and dirty concealer brush where I'm just putting it all over the face. It's not gonna be for detail work, for example. I think that the Angie Hot and Flashy brush, I think I have it right here. Here it is. It's the A506. Let me show you guys the difference between these. This is great for more detail work, but if you want something really quick and dirty, this new one is going to be great. It's also fantastic for contour and then just like for touch-ups. I don't know, throughout the day my makeup gets kind of creased and I like to take these sorts of really soft blendy types of brushes and just use that to kind of touch up. The next one I'm super into is this one. This is number 113, which is the small flat powder brush. Another like kind of flat, but also super wispy, soft, and gentle detail brush. If you guys powder under the eyes, around the nose, or if you just, once again, need something to kind of touch up. In fact, let me show you right here. I've got my Hourglass Elephant palette. I went to the dentist earlier. The numbing on my face is finally going down, but I just looked a mess. You know, when you go to the dentist and there's just like water spraying and like all kinds of stuff, and then you're horrified when you look in the mirror afterwards. Well, before this video, I went into my little elephant palette. I just went in with some of the highlighting powders, or the finishing powders rather, and I just kind of touched up, and this is the perfect size for that. I know I don't use powder that often, but sometimes it's absolutely necessary, and it just kind of fits around every little nook and cranny. This is a really good brush to put in your purse as well. The last one that I'm really excited about is number 212. This is called the Medium Blender, and this is, it looks like a crease brush, okay? And I want to show you up against the 201, which is more of their standard crease brush. And don't judge me because my brushes are dirty. See how this one is longer and fluffier? Well, this new detail one, this is great for blending. When you guys see me do my looks and I kind of go in with that medium to deep shade, and I always say, oh, I'm just adding some depth in the outer corner. This is the kind of brush that you can use it for because it's wispy. It's going to diffuse the color. It's going to make the look a little bit more wearable if you don't want a going out look, but you're still going into more of like a medium to deep color. So look how that's gonna fit just perfectly in the eye. If you have smaller eyes, they actually have a smaller version. This is the 211. See the differences right here, the bigger one and the smaller one. And that one's gonna be great for you and more like detail work for my size face. So those are the new brushes from BK Beauty. Maybe I'll do like a little get ready with me with them or post a rundown on my Instagram. But thank you so much, BK Beauty, for sending these to me. I'm just ecstatic with all of these new brushes. And I've been doing so many demos and reviews lately that Lord knows I need some new clean brushes because I'm cleaning my brushes every single week at this point. We have one more set to talk about. Believe it or not, I was gifted another brush set. I'm in heaven right now, friends, and this is the holiday set from Refer. Wow, this is a really cool set as well. I think the trend here with a lot of my favorite brush brands is that they're launching things that are great extension packs to their regular line, because all of these brands, they already have really good standard brush sets. So when they're launching new sets around the holiday time, they're not trying to replicate what they've already done. They're trying to think, what are the new shapes that we can introduce? What are the brushes that people have been asking for the formulas that they have? I don't think any of these newer brush sets are necessarily the best for a beginner, but I think they're really great for those of you out there that already have brush sets that you're happy with. And once again, you want to take it up a notch. So let me show you a couple of the brushes that I'm really excited about from the Refer set. Also, if you go over to my Instagram stories, I do have a story highlight there where I go through every single one of these brushes and I let you guys know how I would use each of them. But let me show you some of my favorites. I'm not going in any particular order here, by the way. The first one that I want to show you is brush 36. Wait for it, guys, because I have a really interesting comparison here with the BK Beauty. So the brush 36, you can see it's another like finger shape brush or paw shape brush. Once again, great for concealer, great for touch-ups. For me, this is mostly gonna be a concealer brush, but I can see you potentially using this for eyeshadow. On the Refer website, I believe they said that this is really great for hooded eyes. I think it's because it has this little slanted shape. You could really wedge it in there, and if you wanted to add more depth into the crease, put the powder on the tip of the brush. If you want to put more product on the lid, you can apply the powder or the product right here. And it's just a really great way to get like a nice one and done look. And there's no surprise that I'm excited about this brush because it is very, very similar to the one from BK Beauty, except it's just a smaller version. So this is the new like mini contour one from BK Beauty in their set. And then this is the one from the Refer set. But you can see it's kind of a similar concept. This is going to be more quick and dirty. It's also a little bit softer for around the eye area, but this is great for that precision pinpoint and just kind of camouflaging those dark spots. Similarly, Refer launched brush 33, and it is once again like a flat, wispy brush, just like the BK Beauty 113, except this is the mini version. So you can kind of see the BK Beauty. These brushes are a little bit bigger. There are a couple more in the collection. These are a little bit bigger. The ones that are coming out from Refer, they're smaller. They're better for a little bit more detail work. So maybe just keep that in mind when you're choosing between the two, if you're choosing between the two, if you have more self-control than myself. So those are the differences there. But once again, like I would use these for the same purposes. You can use this for powder, you can use this for touch-ups, for concealer. This actually works really well as an eyeshadow brush as well, so you can do a nice little one and done. So there's that one. And then the last one from Refer that I want to show you guys is this one. I needed this one in my collection. This is brush 34, and this is the bittiest, teeniest little liner brush you guys would have seen if you watched my recent Danessa Meyrick's Lightwork 4 palette review. This was the brush that I used to kind of create that really sculptural last look that I am wearing in the video. But this is great for liquid liner. If you guys have gel liners, cake liners, or if you just want to get a really precise lower lash line, then this brush is going to be great. The last thing that I wanted to feature in this haul is also the skincare that Refer gifted to me. I did not ask for this. They just sent it to me. And guys, I really like it. So far, I really like it. I just wanted to show it to you real quick. I couldn't believe how luxe the packaging is. So I have the Gentle Cleanser, I have the Essence, I also have the two moisturizers. There's kind of a lighter moisturizer and a more intense one. So the Gentle Cleanser and the Essence come in these pump bottles. They're super heavy and like metal, and I think they're aluminum and very luxurious. I love that it's a pump bottle, very mess free. I think that they're so cool and modern and chic looking that I actually just have them out on my vanity in my bathroom on display. Really easy to access. And all of the ingredients, I read through all the ingredients. They're very basic and gentle in a good way. I don't want a ton of crazy and unique actives. I don't want lots of ingredients. I just want basic things that are going to be gentle on my skin and very moisturizing. I have dry skin that's also acne prone, very eczema prone around this time of year. I already have all my actives from my dermatologist, so when I introduce new skincare into my regimen, I don't want anything too crazy. And a lot of these ingredients are things that I know: glycerin, hyaluronic acid, green tea extract, niacinamide, nothing too crazy. I wanted to show you guys also the Intense Hydration Cream. This is like straight up shea butter. I love it. If you like the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, it's a very similar consistency. Or if you love the Creme de la Mer like I do, that's my guilty pleasure. This is a very, very similar consistency. I also think that this would make a really excellent hand cream because it's so rich. Oh my gosh, I've had a cold for the past couple of days, so I have to blow my nose every couple of minutes, and this has been so incredibly soothing for my chapped face. It's very cocooning. It has 20% shea butter, 5% niacinamide, 3.5% macadamia seed oil, ceramides, and then a couple of other things in here. It's fragrance-free, essential oil-free. I really, really like this. I think I'm gonna put this in one of my monthly favorites. Didn't think anything of it, didn't ask for it, but I'm really pleasantly surprised. A couple of you were asking for me to talk about this, so I wanted to talk about it in this haul video, let you know totally first impressions, but maybe I will update you guys after I've been using these products for a little bit more time. I like the other moisturizer as well, but it's more of a gel formula. That is exactly what I use in the summertime. So that one's really good as well, but it's just not rich enough for me for this time of year. So really been enjoying this so far. That is, I think, the last thing that I have for this haul. All right, friends, those are all the things that I have for this haul today. Everything that I purchased in the Beautylish Gift Card Event, a couple of other brushes I purchased, some brush sets that were gifted to me. Once again, help your girl out and comment down below. Let me know what kind of content you want to see from these items I picked up, especially the Viseart palettes and all of these brush sets. We have a lot of really great things coming out for holiday, and I try to make the content that you guys want to watch. So comment down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.